Hi, this is Tom Painter, and I'm the creator of the Money Made Easy program, where we teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about money in a very fun way. Now, if you've already gone through the rookies and the beginner section, wonderful. If you haven't, you might want to go review those. But this is the intermediate section. So let's go to the intermediate section and let's go through the next set of questions. So we've already gone through 50 of them, and so now this is the 51st question because it's in the third section. So the question is, where can you go to open an investment account with $50 as long as you invest $50 a month? Now, you can open up an account in all four of those places, but you need $1,000 in many cases, and there's one organization where you can do it, where you can start with $50 instead of $1,000, because many people don't have that much money to get started. Come up with your answer now. Five seconds. The correct answer is State Farm Insurance, and they do this as a service to their customers. So if you want to get started investing and you don't have a lot of money, talk to a State Farm agent. Many of those are qualified to be able to help you start investing in long-term stocks and mutual funds. Okay? Now let's talk about retirement accounts. When you open up an account, they're going to ask you a couple questions, like what kind of account are you going to open? When you go to a bank, you can open up a savings account or a checking account, and when you do that, you're actually loaning money to the bank because they're going to pay you a little bit of money, maybe. Now, when you open up a investment account, you can have a regular investment account, or you can have what we call a retirement account. And there's a couple different kinds of retirement accounts. So the first question is, what is a IRA? What is an IRA? You've heard that term. What is it? And it's not number 4, a guy named Ira. Nope. Okay. A couple seconds. And here comes the answer. It's an individual retirement account. Question number 3. What is a Roth IRA? And a Roth IRA was named after a congressman whose last name was Roth, and he was the one that sponsored the bill. What is a Roth IRA? So when you open up this in a retirement account, there's two types, just a regular IRA or a Roth IRA. What's the difference? A couple seconds. And the correct answer is that it's a tax-free retirement account. So when you start taking money out at retirement, when you pull that money out, you don't have to pay any taxes on it. So when you open up an account, a retirement account, we recommend that you use a Roth IRA. So here's question 54. What is the difference between an IRA and a Roth IRA? Okay, you got just a couple seconds. It has to do with taxes. And here's the answer. And it's number 4. A Roth IRA is not taxed at retirement. So that's the greatest benefit, is you don't have to pay taxes when you start pulling the money out. So you're going to put money in, and as it's growing, you get to take all of it out without having to pay taxes on it. Now, you don't get a tax benefit today, but you're going to get a huge tax benefit later, and the amount of money that will be in your account will be much higher. All right, let's look at number 55. At retirement, how much would you pay in taxes if you had invested your money in a Roth IRA? If you would have put that money into a Roth IRA, how much money are you going to pay in taxes? And we're going to use the example we talked about earlier of putting away $200 a month starting at age 30. How much are you going to have to pay in taxes? Five seconds. Correct answer is number 1. Good. All right. Number 56. What is a 401k? A 401k, and this has to do with one of those pieces up there. I'm not going to tell you just yet. Let's get your answer in first. And your answer is number 2. It's an employer matching account. So as you have a job and you start putting money away into your retirement account, many employers will match that, and that's what we call a 401k. Number 57, if you invested $250 a month in your 401k and your employer matched it, so you've got $500 a month going in there, and you did that for 40 years, starting when you're 25 until you retire at 65, after taxes, how much money would you have? After taxes, how much money would you have? So these are a little bit more complicated questions, but I'm going to give you just a couple more seconds. And if you want to do a little bit of figuring, hit pause. If not, I'm going to tell you the answer. The correct answer is number 4. You'd have over $2 million in your account. All right, let's talk about how fast it grows. Question number 58. If you saved and invested $60 a month for 40 years at 10%, how much would you have? So if you saved $60 a month for 40 years at 10%, how much money would you have? Correct answer is $350,000. All right, let's go to question number 59. If you increase that to $100 a month, $100 a month for 40 years at 10%, how much would you have? Okay, you got 5 seconds. Correct answer is over $500,000. Now we're going to talk about the 5th one again, which is spending. And we're going to talk about consumer spending. Every dollar of income that comes into your life is either saved and invested or what? What is it? And here comes the answer. Spend, consumed. All right, let's go to the next question. What is financial defense? What is financial defense? And here comes the answer. Anytime that you spend money, when you spend money. 62, what is the difference between a need and a want? What's the difference between a need and a want? Correct answer? There you go. Okay, good. All right, question number 63. What are you spending money on that you could or should do without? So just think about in your own life. Where are you spending money? It doesn't matter what you're spending it on. It's going out of your life. And if it goes out, we can't take that money and invest it. So what are you spending money on yourself that you could probably change? Okay, and all these answers are correct. And I'm going to use number 2, which is eating out. Number 64, if you cut up your personal credit cards and you used a debit card or cash, using cash is probably the best solution, but using cash, how much money would you save? In the end, the question is really, if you don't have the convenience of a credit card, but you're using cash or you have to think about it, they've done research and found that people will spend less money each month. How much money will they spend less if they have to use cash versus a credit card? And here comes your answer. All right, between 10 to 15 and possibly as high as 20%. Number 64, what items go down in value? What items go down in value? Five seconds. Correct answer is number 2, electronics, cars, and computers. Number 66, true or false? The day you drive your new car off the dealer's lot, your car has lost value. So as soon as you drive that car off the lot, take it out of the showroom and drive it, has it lost value? Correct answer is true. It's true. Now it becomes a used car. Number 67. Everybody drives a used car. Is that a true or false statement? Everyone drives, catch the word drives, a used car. And the answer is true, because if they're out driving it, it has now become a used car. Okay, here's number 68. How can you reduce your insurance bills? How can you reduce your insurance bills? And mark your answer now. You have a couple seconds left. The answer is by increasing your deductibility. Okay. Number 69. How do you save money on car insurance? How do you save money on car insurance? Correct answer is number 3. Keep your grades up. Stay out of accidents and don't have any tickets. All right, how much do things cost? Now, what can you buy for $1,000? What can you buy for $1,000? And the answer is a computer or stereo. Okay. Question number 71. What can you buy for $10,000? The answer is good used car. What can you buy for $100,000? Okay, maybe a small home or property. 73. What can you buy for $1 million? Correct answer is maybe a small apartment complex or a fourplex, or maybe a couple fourplexes depending on where you live. Personal debt. All right, here's question number 74. If you used a credit card to buy a computer for $1,000 and you made payments for 10 years, and in this example, a credit card's at 21% interest, how much is the total you will have paid by the time you've paid off that credit card for that purchase? And the correct answer is number 2, $2,300. Next question. Where can you find a list of credit cards for under 9%? Everybody thinks that you have to have a credit card at 21% or 29% or even 36%. There are places you can find if you have a credit card. We don't really recommend that you use one except for in emergencies, but really a debit card is probably a better answer for most people. Where can you find a list for under 9%? Now, all of them may be right, but probably the best way to do your shopping is number 4. Jump on the internet and see what you can come up with. Okay, so now how did you do? Let's look at your score, figure up your score. I would recommend that if you got at least 20 out of the 25, move on. If not, go back and let's review this again and make sure you get it. If you did, let's continue on to the next section.